This segment is brought to you by Buick. Exceptional by design.
Hello and welcome to this edition of Bayou Time. I'm your host, Keith Weissite, licensed clinical social worker with Terrebonne Home Care. Very glad you're joining us, however you may be joining us. We appreciate it very, very much. And anytime we want to get updates for what's happening with the Lafourche Parish Sheriff's Office, turn our attention to Captain Brendan Mathern. Captain Mathern, thanks for joining us today.
Well, thanks for having us, Keith.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about what we've learned so far about this shooting that took place over in Thibodaux on Lassang Road.
Sure. Well, our deputies responded to a call around 6:20 p.m. on July 15th. And when deputies arrived, they found that the scene of the actual shooting, that there was no one at the actual scene. They did find casings, shell casings, and evidence of a shooting. But what we learned occurred is that 56-year-old Vincent Joseph was the victim in this particular shooting. And the incident, like you said, happened on Lassang Road. The shooting happened on Lassang Road. And what we've since learned is that Joseph drove away, presumably to get help or get away from the shooter. And in the process of driving away, he eventually wrecked at around the intersection of LA 308 and LA 3185. Just a short distance away in the Thibodaux area, crashed into a tree. He was taken to a local hospital where he later died. So again, the victim being 56-year-old Vincent Joseph of Thibodaux. Now, our detectives are investigating this shooting, and they are looking for any potential information that they can get. That is all the information that we have at this time. So as our detectives continue their investigation into the events of yesterday, we're asking the public that if they have any information, that they can submit their tips anonymously through Bayou Region Crime Stoppers. And of course, 3 ways that you can submit your information there. You can call 1-800-SHERIFF, that's 1-800-743-7433. You can use the website at crimestoppersbr.org. And the most common way is to use the Bayou Tips mobile app to submit information.
And so, again, Sheriff Weber, very often you guys work so very well with other agencies. Let's talk about some of the other people that were involved here in this particular case.
Yeah, well, Louisiana State Police obviously handled the crash investigation after the shooting. City of Thibodaux Police responded with us, and anything that's, kind of in the general neighborhood of the city of Thibodaux, they're going to respond and provide effort for us. So both of those agencies were a couple of the first on scene. Thibodaux City Marshal's Office has actually assisted us not only there, but with the ongoing investigation into the shooting itself. And St. John Volunteer Fire Department came out on scene and assisted us as well. So as we indicated in our news release, Sheriff Weber and the Sheriff's Office personnel truly thanks all of our public safety partners. And this is always a team effort when we have a major incident like this.
Yeah, and again, we have identified that there was a shooting that was near around Lassang Road because of the shell casings. Again, ongoing investigation. We're going to try and find out as much information as we can. But the individual, as you mentioned, Vincent Joseph has passed away from his injuries, and again, this is an ongoing investigation, and quite frankly, we can't find out a whole lot more information without the help of the public, and we know that some people will know that. So if you wouldn't mind maybe giving those 3 options for people that they can report that into Bayou Region Crime Stoppers.
Absolutely. As I mentioned, you can call 1-800-SHERIFF. That's 1-800-743-7433. You can submit tips through the Crime Stoppers website, which is crimestoppersbr.org. That's as in Crime Stoppers Bayou Region, crimestoppersbr.org. And of course, we have the Bayou Tips mobile app. This is the most popular way that people submit information to Crime Stoppers. Just search for Bayou Tips in the App Store.
And so, Captain, we appreciate that very, very much. As always, we know that if we're in the middle of July, we know there's a chance for storms. We've got some of this heavy rain coming. They don't expect it to be much of a wind event, as we got a couple minutes left here in the program, but we do expect that we're going to get some rain here. What can we tell the people in the surrounding areas about how to prepare for this weather event?
Well, one of the main reasons I became a PIO nearly 20 years ago was that I understood that during emergencies such as hurricanes, that people really needed, a lot of people look to local government, sheriff's office for information, as well as local media, obviously, to tell them what they should be doing. And right now, that's the hot question out there. You know, people are looking at the forecast, people are looking at all the models, and they're wondering, okay, well, what should I be doing? Well, not looking at those models, I can promise you, because that's just a lot of mumbo jumbo. The bottom line is you need to look at the forecast. And like you said, Keith, the forecast is calling for a heavy rain event. Really, we don't know if there will be wind involved or to what extent wind will be involved. But regardless, this is going to be a rain event, and that's what you need to prepare for. So do the obvious things like making sure that catch basins and culverts are cleaned out, making sure that you don't have anything that can fly around the yard. So kind of just securing your property. I mean, this is one of those great times that it'll be sort of a trial run for you to see what you need to be looking at with regards to a storm. But just make sure your property is secure and make plans in case things are canceled, things of that nature.
Yeah, and much like you, what you became and why you became it, we also want to look out for our neighbors, right? And so we're here in Terrebonne to look out for the Foosh. The Foosh is going to look out for us. Look out for your elderly neighbors. If there's something you can go and do to help them clean out your basins and your whatever it is, the ditches you may have, help them as well. Take care of the people around you. We'll get through this. We'll talk about it thereafter. Captain Brennan, we appreciate your time as always.
Thank you, Keith. And I have a huge shout out to my neighbors because they have helped us in every storm. So I sincerely appreciate it. And
yeah, because you're always doing this with us.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you, my friend. All right, guys, that'll do it for this particular segment, but don't go anywhere. I got a whole lot more right here on Bayou Time.
This segment was brought to you by Buick. Exceptional by design.